It's lunchtime here in Melbourne, and I wanted to try something a little bit different for lunch today, something I hadn't had before. So I've come to Yarraville to try a pastrami sandwich. There's a place here called Jimmy's Deli that apparently does really good ones, and they just keep popping up on my Instagram feed. So I figured it was time to go and try it out. So come with me while we're here in Yarraville to check out Jimmy's Deli and a pastrami sandwich. Initial thoughts on what I am expecting. I kind of don't really have any idea. I'm expecting obviously some meat inside some bread. I'm thinking that there's meant to be mustard on there. Honestly, I don't really know what a pastrami sandwich is, which is part of the reason that I'm actually doing this. Trying something new, trying something I haven't done before, and hoping that it's going to be nice and tasty. Now, unlike Fitzroy, I have scoped today out a little bit better. I've seen that there's a park nearby we might be able to eat in, and it also seems like there is like little seating areas in Yarraville itself. So let's go see if either of those are true. Have a nice little sandwich in them. That's looking promising. We've got some tables here. I don't know if they're fully public because they look like they might be part of grilled, but there's at least little spots and places to sit and try it out.
Just a comment for now.
So first impression, looks fantastic, smells delicious, it's hot, it's fresh, and also it came with chips, which I was not expecting. This pickle though, I could probably do without. I don't think we really need that. Not a pickle kind of guy. So picking this thing up, it is pretty hefty actually. That is a decently heavy sandwich. So we got some pastrami in there, we got some mustard, some Swiss cheese, and Jimmy's secret sauce. All of that on some rye sourdough. So that is a pretty fantastic looking sandwich. Very, very excited for lunch today. All right, it's still a little bit warm, but here we go. First impression. Immediately fantastic. The fingers are very buttery, very greasy now, but let's give these chips a go as well. See what they taste like. Nice and crunchy. I was kind of expecting them to just be like a standard salt, like an original, but maybe it's just eating it immediately after the sandwich, but they taste like they're a little bit like cheesy or something. I don't know. It doesn't taste like a standard chip though. It's got a little bit of something else going on there. Nice crunch. I know a lot of people say you can just make like toasted sandwiches yourself at home, but there's something kind of special about this one. Like I definitely wouldn't be able to make this at home, and not just because I don't have pastrami. Like, I don't know. This is really, really fantastic. Like, probably one of the best sandwiches I've had, to be honest. There was also a ½ kilo option on the pastrami, which I didn't do, but apparently you get put up on the wall of fame if you go and finish it. So I might have to come back and give that another try, because I definitely want some more of this. We'll see how I feel when I'm finished. I feel like I'm definitely going to be filled up from this. It is a pretty dense, pretty fantastic sandwich. But ½ kilo does sound like a fun little challenge, like one I'm not opposed to, for sure. Now, obviously, I'm not a food vlogger, so I don't quite know what I'm doing here, but I'll try and give you a little rundown on this. Firstly, there's a nice crunchiness on the toasted sourdough, which is very good. Very nice. The cheese, melty, fantastic, very soft, very, cheesy, I guess. The mustard on here cuts through that nicely. Gives it a little bit of kick, a little bit of zing. The pastrami itself, I don't know if it's good pastrami or not. I'm assuming it is because it tastes fantastic, but I have nothing to compare against, so can't say too much on that. And whatever the special sauce is working for me, for sure. It's so good. You know, the sign of a good cheese is when it does a nice cheese pull, and that has just been happening very consistently with each bite I've been taking. It's just stringing out. I'm not going to show you because that's a little bit gross, but trust me, there's some good cheese on there. So this second half, I think I've left it a little bit too long. Took a little bit too long eating that first one because it's gone a bit soggy on the bottom here. I flipped it over. I don't know if it's just like all the grease from the cheese or the pastrami or like butter or what, but yeah, the bottom of this, which is now the top, has gone very soft and very spongy. So not quite as ideal on this second half, but flavor-wise, still amazing. All right, I think I've been defeated. I am feeling pretty full. Made it through a decent chunk of the second half, but I'm not going to finish this. I think I'm going to take this home, have it for a little bit of a snack later. But I am very content. Like, this was a fantastic sandwich for lunch. Like a very nice lunch indeed. And I think it was only $16. So it's a pretty solid lunch here in Australia. Definitely filling. Now I'll go snack for later. That's about it, really. I just wanted to have a nice lunch, and I thought a pastrami sandwich would be the thing. Definitely glad that I did, because that was a gorgeous lunch. So nice, so flavorful. So I will definitely be going back. Jimmy's Deli in Yarraville. Check them out if you're ever in the area. Highly recommended. I hope your lunch was just as good. Let me know what it was down in the comments below. So now I've done croissants for breakfast and sandwiches for lunch. I think that means I'm gonna have to do a dinner video, but I have no idea where that's gonna be yet. So if you wanna find out, make sure you subscribe. But that's gonna do it here today in Yarraville. I'm gonna take the rest of my sandwich home, have that as a snack later. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you next week. Perfect timing with the train coming by. Great spot for this. Great spot. We've got both directions as well. Seems like just the best time of day to be here trying to film this right now.